Welcome back, everyone. This is Double. This is my Back in Time series, and today we're going all the way back to 1995. Last time Atlanta Braves won the World Series. I figured this would be a more fitting tribute to them. This is Series 1. Next week we'll do Series 2. I've got both series. So, there's no big rookie cards in this, but it's in special inserts. In this, and it's very random. You might pull an autograph, but there's very little data. We will do that. You got league leader cards randomly packed, and different things. I got full cards stamped, and we'll be looking for a lot of Hall of Famers. But I thought it'd be a fun pack to do, a fun box. It's 36 packs in here. I think it's 15 cards per pack. So it'll take a little while. Hope you stay with me. I'll try to get this done. Okay. I'm running a day behind all week on my videos. I apologize for that. But just a lot of things come up. You probably know how it is. There we go. 1995. I remember it like it was yesterday. Hope these ain't bricked up. They don't feel too bad. And I say that, and they kind of sticking just a little bit. Okay. Ken Ryan will start us off. And somebody stuck to the back of him. Kevin Tapal. Cannot see these names on here. Gerald Williams, excuse me. And this, call that the one of the Hall of Famers we find. Star Trek. I try to remind everybody getting in this rookie craze. Go back and look at the older sets and see how many stars made it. Even though they have 1, 2, or 3 even good years, does not mean anything in the long run, a card's value. Show me 5 or 6 years production before I go crazy over them. Right now playing, I think there's only, not counting pitchers, but hitters, there's only 2 players that's on the Hall of Fame track besides Albert Pujols. I mean, he's in. And Mickey Magera, them 2 are in. But the players nowadays that's in their prime, there's only 2 that's on track. Mike Trout and Freddie Freeman. You know, everybody's going crazy over Vladdy and Tatis and Acuna. It's wait a few years before you go too crazy on them. Because like Acuna tore up his knee, we don't know when he's coming back or how he's going to be when he gets back. Tatis got a history of being injured now. And like I say, a lot of things can go wrong. Like right now, we're not finding anything. Not even a Hall of Famer. Another pack here. Boy. These things are turned about every which way you can turn cards. And little sticking. Don't seem like it's too much paper loss. There's a Hall of Famer, Wade Boggs. And Williams. He was having a great 94 season before the strike ended. He might have caught Roger Maris fair. Okay. Chris Gwynn. Mike Devereaux. Kurt Schilling. There you go. He should be in the Hall, but there again, they're letting politics play with baseball. Politics needs to stay out of our sports. Does not belong. But it was a fitting end when Rob Manfred had to hand that trophy to the Atlanta Braves. Oh, that was the best sight in the world. Terry Pendleton. There's one. Dennis Eckersley. I just wish he had to do it in Atlanta, where all the Atlanta fans could really tell him what they think of him. He needs to resign because he's not good for baseball. This thing does not. Got to get me another one. I got to find time to go get it. Thanks to my grandson, this one's all bent up. He had it with his little phone. It's not a real one in it, like he sees it, like I do. Anybody here? Nope. They stuck together. Lando Miller. There ain't much into this one. Rafael Bellyard. Great defensive shortstop. Not much at the plate. Mark Grace had a great career. Charlie Hayes had a pretty good career. Ben McDonald was good for a couple years. Don't know who that is. Luis Lopez. Don't remember him. Coming tomorrow on Saturday, I'll be posting mail day, and Sunday we'll be doing that 1970s Repacks Wax box. Give it an open and see what we can find. I know we're gonna have better luck than we haven't had this box. It's not much in this year's. Kurt Manningfield. Boy, these things are sticking. That's where you got to be careful these years. From about 95 up to 2001, 2002. And they stick bad. You see some paper loss right there. Yep, paper loss. Al Martin. Jim Poole. Ken Caminiti. Shame he died at such a young age at 44 years old. Speaking of 44, it was something to see that stat with the Braves. Won 44 games in the first half, 44 in the second half, and they won the World Series in the 44th week of the year. And Hank Aaron's number being 44. I think that was a fitting thing to happen because Hank Aaron was one class act. Jeff Bagwell again, and one of the three greatest players to ever play the game. If I was ranking them, I'd rank Babe Ruth first. I mean, the name that changed the game, put the game on the map. I put Pete Rose second, Hank Aaron third, Lou Gehrig fourth, Mickey Mantle fifth. But that's my opinion. It's like baseball. Everybody got a different opinion, the different players and different teams. That's what makes baseball so good. Boy, this ain't nothing in this, hardly at all. Ryan Klesko, boy, he got off to a great start. Just petered out. He had a good career, but nothing Hall of Fame worthy. He's a good player, really good player. Nobody. Mark Dempsey. Oh, come on now. David Cone was a good pitcher, really good pitcher. Frank Thomas and Bagwell. 2 Hall of Famers. Sean Reynolds. Oh, come on, cards. Derek Jeter. See if we can get this apart without losing too much paper. Probably one of the best cards in there. Future Stars. You gotta remember this time, he didn't make his debut until, I think, 96. I mean, come up to stay in 96. Back then, they used to put stars, rookies in there 2 or 3 years before they even come up to the majors. And they had to set down some rules to stop that. I mean, they'd be 17, long-range prospect, and they wanted to have the first card out between Upper Deck, Don Rust, Fleer, Tops. And when they finally made it, you had to go back 2 or 3 years just to try to find the rookie cards. Well, Jeff Eckenstein. Boy, it ain't nobody in here. I wonder where everybody is. Mike Piazza, there's another one. And Stanley. Rafael Bellyard, he would have been a Hall of Famer, but got caught up in the PED stuff and lying to Congress. I wouldn't recommend this box for anybody unless you just want to open stuff. They're cheap boxes. There ain't much in here, though. We'll try to get through it. If you're watching now, I do appreciate it. I appreciate all you do for me. Leave me a comment and give me a like. Down Smokes, Hall of Famer. Comments especially, I do appreciate those. I read every single one. I try to respond. Jim Thome, Hall of Famer. This is what the back of these cards look like. Yeah, I don't think from 95 to 2000, not a single Hall of Famer that come out of those years. And that's very unusual. Had a lot of good players, but no Hall of Famers. By the time you get through twisting and turning and everything, takes forever to open one pack. Mike Kelly. There's Wade Boggs, Hall of Famer. What? Come on. Matt Williams. Nobody there on the top prospects. George Herman Ruth. There you go. Better known as the Babe. Born February 6, 1895. That's a nice card. Wait, just stuck in there any which way. It's hard to get through this box, I know. Greg Swindell, Dean Palmer, Man Gosman. Oh, come on. Oh, more paper loss here. Mike Williams. Randy Johnson, the big unit. Nice card. I don't see no paper loss on it, so got lucky there. Travis Fryman. He was a really good player. Chad Krenter, Al Martin, Chris Bazio. Mark Grace again. This is a big set. I think it's 330. What did it say here? 396 cards in the first set and 264 in the second for a total of 660 cards. It's a big set. Not very hard to put together. 3 or 4 boxes. Rafael Bellyard again. Mike Hampton. Brian Harvey. Oh, mate, come on. Yeah, a couple months ago I had a box of 2001 Topps second series with Ichio's rookie card. I didn't find it in there, but every card was damaged. I had to throw all of them away. They were so stuck together. It wasn't worth keeping. I just don't want to come out there and then, I don't know what Topps done to these cards. How they sorted them in and put them in here and there and turned every which way upside down, backwards. Sid Bream. Never made that mad dash for home in '92 for the Braves. That's when I lost all respect for Barry Bonds. He did not have an arm. Everybody kept saying he did, but he didn't. He couldn't throw it there. You're talking about Barry right there. I mean, he had a good arm, but not a great arm like everybody kept saying. Talking about, you can't throw out Sid Bream till a ball hit the medium left field. I mean, don't tell me you got a great arm. Boy, still got a bunch of these packs to go. Jose Canseco. Frank Thomas, the big hurt. He was a great player. Gold Cup card, Bob Hamilton. No, these, you see this, they won the Gold Cup, Rafael Mendez, and then you never heard nothing else about them. They have a couple good years, and what happens to most of major league players, they get 3 or 4 good years, and you never hear from them again. So I just don't buy into the hype and spend a lot of money on a lot of these rookie cards. Pat Mahomes, that's father of Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs. His dad was a pretty good baseball player. All these paper loss on these cards. I just forgot really how bad this set was. I mean, at the time they wasn't had a lot of good prospects in them, but none of them panned out. Sammy Sosa, Ben McDonald. That's why I'm trying to stress to you, don't get overhyped in a lot of these cards, a lot of these players, until you see them for 4, 5, 6 years. I don't do it until at least 5 or 6. Kevin Mitchell was a good player. There's Wade Boggs and Williams again. And with a card stuck to the back. Jeff Reed. Oh, come on. It's taking forever to get through this. Tino Martinez. There you go. We'll set Tino over there. We don't like this design at all because you cannot read the names hardly. And they're all bricked up. There we go. There's Sammy Sosa again. Big Hurt. Bagwell. It's a good card. Ray Lamford had a good career. This is one reason baseball changed. Tom Glavine, there's a good one. They changed the baseball and everything. Pitchers were just so dominant. Go back and watch the 95 World Series. I mean, both sides have dominant pitchers. Used to, you go to the game and you want to, who's pitching? You know, two starting pitchers. Greg Maddux against Randy Johnson. That was a great matchup. But nowadays, everybody comes to just see the home run. Walk in a home run. I think you need to be more focused on batting average. Now, WAR is the most overrated thing I've ever heard of. Mike Trout, I got to look into comparing him and Freddie's stats together. Don't get me wrong, Mike Trout's a great player. He's on track for the Hall of Fame, but they come in the league basically the same time, same year. Freddie has over 300 more hits than Trout. And plays a great first base. Trout's a great center fielder. But he gets more WAR because he's a center fielder. But if you look at the bats, Trout's got about 30 more home runs. Freddie's got him beat on RBIs. So, I always look at batting average, hits, and RBIs. That's the three main ones for me for a player. I know everybody's different, but they want to look at this WAR and everything. But that WAR don't tell the whole story. You also got to put leadership in there. And there's really no way to define leadership unless you see it on the field. Look what Jeter done for New York. I mean, yeah, he was probably overpaid in the last part of his career, but you can't replace leadership. And that's what they lack now. There's nothing in here. All stuck together. Okay. Well, it's been a brutal break. I appreciate you for watching, like always. Alex Fernandez. Roger Clemens. Got caught up in the PED stuff. Paul Molitor. He was a good player. Really great player. If you want something to open, I wouldn't really recommend these. Like I say, there are a lot of them sticking together. It's not a lot of good stuff in here. Unless you're looking for to put a set together or a card to complete a player set. That's what I do with all of my Hall of Famers. Try to get everyone their cards throughout the years. Barry Larkin. There's a great shortstop. 1995 National League MVP. Instant winner. You are a winner of the 95 special light cards of the Oakland A's set. Got to be received by January 31st, 1996. I think we're a little late on that. Been a good thing to get back then, because inserts were just starting to make their way into cards about this time. Before that, it wasn't nothing. It was just the cards. Don Russ started it with the Diamond Kings and the Elite. Got quite a few of the Elite cards, but you had to open a ton of that stuff up. But you could buy a box for about $25, $30 back then. I traded away a lot of the rookie cards for boxes that was hot people wanted. I'm glad I did, because most of the rookies ain't worth nothing no more. Tim Raines, speaking of a Hall of Famer. Oh man, these packs ain't not easy to open either. Just got a few more packs. Probably won't open up the whole box. I mean, it's just not worth opening up. They're all stuck together, and it's not been a fun break. But that 70 wax pack should be a real good break to do. Love opening the repacked wax. Plus, I like to try to keep the videos under 30 minutes. Most people don't watch it for that long. And it takes me forever to upload anything. Ryan Klesko again. I'll open a couple more packs here, and we'll call it a video. Thought there'd be more in this set than it actually is, but it's not. It's a fun look back at 95, see some of the players. There's Sammy again. I know they get caught up in the PD, but that 98 season with him and Mark McGwire was absolutely great to watch. Loved every minute of it. And two really good guys. They just done the wrong thing. But I think it saved baseball. He put it back, Jim Thome, put it back on the national map again. Because everybody, the whole country was following it and rooting for both of them. They both said and did the right things on the field, you know. There's no bragging, no trash talking. When they played against each other, you can tell they really liked each other. And wherever they win, whether you're a Cardinal or a Cub fan, you was rooting for them. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it's always been in baseball. None of this big bat flips and dancing around the bases. I mean, I can see you, if you're doing the World Series, that's one thing. But during the regular season, you're 0 for 4 and you come up and hit a home run. You done struck out 4 times. You ain't got much to be flipping a bat about. And need to stop a lot of that showboating on the field. Baseball is not the NBA or even football. You don't need that in there. That's my opinion. I'd like to hear y'all's opinion on it. Eddie Murphy. I got some paper loss. It's a shame. Our last pack here. Oh. cards are horrible. Oh, Ripken. George. A cow right there. Take a cow any day of the week. Ben McDonald. Tony Clark. And Bob Telsberry. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I know it wasn't much fun going through all those. They was stuck together and lost a lot of paper. But that's what happens between 95 and 2000. You get a lot of that. But leave me a comment below, and if I would appreciate a like and subscribe to me. I do try to do 4 videos a week. On Saturday, I'll do mail day. Sunday, we'll do a subscription break of some kind. Try to open something up modern during the week. Then on Friday, we'll have a back in time, an older wax pack we'll open up and look at, talk about. Some of my comments today, they're all mine. And I'd like to hear from you, what you think of some of this. But I do appreciate it, and I hope everyone has a good night and have a blessed week, and be safe. This is Double. I'm out.